Hey folks, Chris once again, welcome back to another video. This is another request assigned from Alex, and he wanted me to watch 10 scariest movies ever made according to science. Now you all know that I'm not sure if I 100% agree with these picks, but horror movies are subjective. Anybody can find any horror movie scary, even the Psycho remake, people can find scary for some reason. So let's see if I agree on any of these. So without further ado, let's check it out. Yay!
Season fully underway. You might be scrolling through your streaming services looking for the best horror films to watch this Halloween. Well, the self-proclaimed mobile TV and internet experts over at UK company Broadband Choices are way ahead of you, as they recently announced results of their Science of Scare project that aim to identify the scariest movies ever made.
They're here.
Yeah.
Using heart rate monitors and a group of willing tributes, they determined the 10 most frightening movies of all time. At least according to one particularly interesting metric.
Let's get to
do
it.
Some scary movie science, the broadband company counted on the fact that nothing gets your heart rate up like a huge dose of fear. They attached to 50 people heart rate monitors,
Okay,
sat them
let's
in a
get to the
room, and showed
list.
them some of the best rated horror films, sourced from critics' lists and Reddit discussions, and screening in 5.1 surround sound to really hammer home the spooks. In all, the 50-person panel consumed over 120 hours of the best horror movie.
Alright, man, let's get to the damn list. Stop talking so much.
While their heart rate monitors measured which movies got their blood pumping the most to find the ultimate horror movie and crown the king of Fright Night. The creator of the study, Daniel Clifford, explained in more detail why the study was carried out. With more people than ever facing a Halloween at home, our Science of Scare study was designed to help people find the most scientifically scary films ever made, to save them the time of searching through thousands of titles across streaming services like Amazon, Netflix, and Shudder. In 10th place is The Visit, the 2015 found footage horror flick from director and co-producer.
You guys know my gripe with found footage movies. I don't like literally any of them except maybe 2 or 3. I didn't like The Visit. I don't like found footage movies. I think they all, pretty much every single one of them sucks except maybe a couple.
Producer M. Night Shyamalan that sees a brother and sister visiting their eccentric grandparents who aren't at all who they seem. Writer-director Neil Marshall's The Descent, about a group of women who become trapped inside a cave system and must fight for their survival, came in 9th place.
The Descent, good pick.
With Jennifer Kent's terrifying directorial debut, The Babadook, landing in 8th place. James Wan's The Conjuring 2 and David Robert Mitchell's It Follows, regarded as one of the best and most inventive horror movies in recent memory, occupy spots 7 and 6 on the Science of Scare studies list, with a found footage film that kicked the genre into overdrive, Paranormal Activity, coming in 5th position. Hereditary, the jaw-dropping 2018 horror flick from writer-director Ari Aster that made everyone look at telephone poles differently, is the 4th scariest movie of all time.
Yeah. Right there is kind of decent. I tell you one thing. I never stick my head out of a car window ever again.
According to the study. And in 3rd is the original Conjuring movie directed by Wan. In 2nd place is yet another Wan feature, Insidious, which had
The Conjuring, Insidious. Great picks. Great picks. Great movies. Hard to keep up when he's going so damn fast, though.
Biggest jump scare of all the films shown during the study, as determined by the highest heart rate spike of the group at 133 beats per minute. And finally, coming in at the top of the list, the scariest movie ever made, according to the Broadband Choices study, is 2012's Sinister. From
Listen, Sinister isn't. I mean, it's an okay movie, but I just never really found the appeal of some of the, I don't know, if it doesn't have gore in it or any like really substance, in my opinion. I found the kids floating in slow motion really more laughable than anything. I found that more like a comedy skit than anything else, but whatever you say, Looper.
Doctor Strange director Scott Derrickson, Sinister stars Ethan Hawke as a true crime writer who finds footage of disturbing murders in the attic of his new home. The film truly got viewers' hearts racing, with the average heart rate amongst the 50 participants reaching 86 beats per minute, 32% higher than their average resting heart rate of 65 beats per minute. Insidious and Sinister producer Jason Blum once teased that there may be a crossover between the two films in the future, which, considering that they're both at the top of this list, has the potential to be truly terrifying, assuming it doesn't mimic the disappointing second chapter that was Sinister 2.
I mean, but saying Night of the Living Dead's a good pick, but it just went to the second Sinister.
Interestingly, almost all of the films that made the top 10 were released in the year since Insidious upended the horror movie genre in 2011. And in an impressive coup, James Wan directed 3 of these top 10 scariest films: Insidious, The Conjuring, and The Conjuring 2, clearly securing his reputation as a horror master. If you're a fan of horror but want to watch something a bit less terrifying than one of the top 10 scariest movies ever made, the people behind this study have your back. In spots 11 through 20 are some true horror gems: The Ring, A Quiet Place, A Nightmare on Elm Street,
These are great movies, but people say they're the only scariest movies. I'm like, guys, there's more scary movies than Halloween, The Exorcist, Nightmare on Elm Street, or The Ring. Even though those are great, fantastic movies.
Halloween, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, 28 Days Later, The Exorcist, Hush, It, and Scream.
Great.
If that wasn't
great
enough,
movies.
the company also shared a section for the best of the rest, which includes the likes of The Witch, The Blair Witch Project, Alien, The Thing, Poltergeist,
Except what they say? Hold on.
to the rest, which includes the likes of The Witch, The Blair Witch Project.
The Blair Witch Project and The Witch, I think, is extremely overrated, and I don't find the movies good at all. I'm just not a fan of those two movies, but those movies, thinking about those movies, are making me, blow some gas, because the movies are so, because those two movies blow. The Blair Witch Project I find just really boring and nothing happening, but at least The Witch actually has some kind of substance to it, I guess.
Project, Alien, The Thing, Poltergeist, and The Shining. Taken all together, it's a pretty comprehensive list, though genre fans will of course feel free to argue about which movie deserves or doesn't deserve the top spot. Rankings aside, whether you're looking for something new or something old school, there's bound to be something in this selection that makes you want to scream in a good way. Check out one of our newest videos right here, plus even more.
Yeah. All the movies on that list are mostly great, but they're on everybody's scariest movies list. I mean, where's movies like Trick or Treat, or Killer Clowns from Outer Space, or Silent Hill, or Amityville Horror, the remake, or Child's Play, or Saw, even though Saw's more gross and scary, but or Dead Silence, or Reanimator, where are all those? Those are very underrated, all those movies I mentioned. But your Evil Dead, the remake of the original, where's those? Those are more creepier than the Blair Witch Project, or Paranormal Activity, or The Witch, or Hereditary, or any of that crap. But what's the scariest movie? What's the top 10 scariest movies you ever seen? Let me know. I want your opinions on all of this. Everything down below. Let me know. And yeah, so with that said, thanks for watching. Take care and see you creeps later. Bye.